This past week, I visited with new United Way Executive Director Jeff Bartholomew. I asked him about his plans for moving the organization forward.
Well, I think in my first 30 days here, I really tried to gain a perspective on where was United Way at within the community, what were perspectives, and trying to get a handle on what we really thought were the issues and challenges that were ahead of us. So I took that time to really formulate a plan to move forward. So we're really trying to do a number of different pieces, and as we're now in the midst of our campaign, it really becomes more important. So first and foremost, we really wanted to do a better job educating the community in regards to what does United Way do in our community, who do you serve, which programs do you fund, and more importantly, why should we consider a gift to United Way when it comes to campaign time. So, I think it's important for our United Way to be much more transparent than it's been in the past, and really do a better job educating. And as it relates to the campaign, we really wanted to get back to putting into place best practices that would hopefully give us the greatest opportunity to be successful, because at the end of the day, we simply want to raise more dollars to in turn give back to the nonprofits which are funded through the United Way.
And the funding, is it 18 agencies or so? How many agencies are you?
There's 17 different agencies right now that are funded through the direct campaign piece, and then we also fund an additional 14 nonprofits through our venture grant program, which really helps support early childhood education.
So there is really that need out there for folks to donate to the United Way, and I guess hopefully with some of the changes, you're looking to increase some of those donations from businesses and individuals?
We are, and I think one piece we really wanted to do was put the emphasis back on our agencies with which we serve, because it's really the programs that they provide which really provide the impetus for funding. So we really want to do a better job educating, where do my dollars go? Which programs do they fund within the community? So some of it was a matter of semantics. So do we fund programs or do we fund agencies? And we really believe we're in the business of funding programs. The agencies are important because when you do take a look at the programs and the agencies that we fund, they're as critical to us as the funding is to them. So they really provide us with that information and the priority that this is really what you're funding. So it becomes a 50-50 piece for us. So we really wanted to do a better job educating people in regards to where my dollars are going and why should I contribute to United Way.
Have you seen dividends at this point?
We have. We really tried to do two things with our campaign, and that really was kind of putting those best practices back into place. So we really did two things. One, we really wanted to focus on our top 75 employers in the Winona, Buffalo, and Trumbull County areas. And that's an important piece in and of itself, simply because a lot of folks don't know that we serve agencies on the western Wisconsin side, and that those folks also can obtain services here in Winona. So it really became an educational piece to try and get them to understand that piece. But going back to the campaign, we really wanted to do two things. One, we wanted to make sure that we were making improvements in best campaign practices to those employers that already had existing campaigns. We've had two of our first campaigns that have came in. I'm not going to mention the company's names, but one went from employee and employer contributions of $8,900 last year to $24,500 this year. The second went from $14,300 last year to $23,400 this year, and their employee participation went from 29 donors to 119. Wow. So with our first two coming in, we feel very good that putting into place our best practices does have an impact. So one, we're hoping to certainly raise more dollars simply from those existing employers. But two, we also wanted to reach out to many employers that have not been a part of the fabric of the United Way in the past. So when we took a look at our top 75, probably half had not given a gift to the United Way, and unfortunately, in many cases, it was simply because we didn't ask. So we're doing a better job of asking, better job with making improvements to existing campaigns. So, and hopefully through education, getting things out more in the community, being much more visible, folks will now have enough information that they can make an informed and intelligent decision on whether or not I'm going to support the United Way.
All right, very good. We're just about out of time. Anything in 20 seconds you want to add quick?
Well, we're in the midst of our $333,333 campaign. We're just north of $100,000 raised. So now's a great time to consider a gift. Obviously, you support 17 different agencies and programs. So 1 in 4 Winona County residents are affected by one of our United Way partner agencies. So it's a great gift that really impacts the lives of so many different people. So great bang for your buck.
All right, very good. Jeff, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.